Good morning to our beloved lecturer and friends. We would like to thank our lecturer, Madam Mani, for giving us this opportunity to be here today. Before we begin, allow me to introduce ourselves. My name is Valsundara Sankaran and my metric number is 01DKB 20F2005 and my partner is Sharmini Murali. The table of contents is: first, we'll explain about introduction. Secondly, we will explain about 6 places. And thirdly, we will end up with the conclusion. My dear fellow friends, do you believe in ghosts? Or will you believe if I say ghosts still exist? Well, today we are going to talk about 6 haunted places in Malaysia. Allow me to define our roles. I will talk about 3 haunted places while my partner will explain about 3 another more places in Malaysia. Dear friends, first popular haunted place is Karak Highway. When I mentioned the place name, did you feel any goosebumps? As you thought, it is the one of the most notorious haunted place in Malaysia. Connecting to the Genting Highlands with Cameron Highlands, 2 of the most tourist destinations, the long and winding E8 Expressway has witnessed too many accidents. Karak Highway was built in 1970 and first opened to the public in 1977. The highway connects Kuala Lumpur, which called KL, to Karak and about 60 kilometers away. This highway has a pair of tunnels in the famous resort of Genting Highlands. I think you have seen in the previous slide. And some unconfirmed sightings are lost of young boy searching for his mother and of a yellow Volkswagen. And this slide you can see the yellow Volkswagen that can be seen in the Karak Highway. And did you know guys something? The Volkswagen does not have a driver too. Imagine that a car drives by its own. It's creepy, right? So same goes to us when we read about these articles about Karak Highway. Well guys, I have just discussed about most haunted place, which is Karak Highway. Dear friends, I shall move on to my second haunted place, that is Villa Nabila. Have you heard about this villa before? Movie buff will be able to connect this location with 2015 Malaysian horror film by the same name is Villa Nabila. Villa Nabila is located on a hill in Johor, Malaysia, overlooking the Danga Bay. As the legend goes, a house help in a fit of intense jealousy killed all family members residing the villa. She buried their bodies all over the premises, but surprisingly, even the investigators could not locate their remains. The spot came into focus again in 2013 when 23 teenagers were reported to have gone missing at Villa Nabila. Among these stories, the most commonly circulated story is that the villa was originally owned by a wealth family. The family had named the villa after their one and only daughter named Nabila. Well guys, are you still thinking about the missing teenagers at Villa Nabila? Nobody could find them in mysterious place. I have just discussed about villa which located in Johor. Dear friends, I shall move on to third haunted place, that is Pudu Jaya. For some of you, it might be the first time heard this place. Is it friends? This jail has history of unfulfilled wishes of freedom, much like the spirit cannot transcend to afterlife. It is constructed during British regime at Kuala Lumpur. The Pudu jail confined over 2,000 prisoners of war during the Second World War. Visitors also has experienced unnaturally hot and cold spot in various pockets of the prison. The execution chamber often burst into screams even though it was apparently empty. A prison guard remembers his days in the prison and tells the story of the ghost officer, saying that he was on night duty and when he saw officer approaching, he quickly turned around to salute the officer, but this figure just raised his hand and then promptly disappeared. Stories like these, one of our warriors and even include a haunted bunk. This food jail was demolished in 2009 and commercial development took its place. Strangers are reported occasionally. Okay guys, now we just had discussed about Pudu jail. Now I call upon my partner Sharmini Murali to continue our presentation. Thank you.
Thank you so much Vasundhara Sankaran. Dears, my name is Sharmini Murali and my metric number is 01DKB20F2016. Dears, I shall now move on to our fourth haunted place, that is the Penang War Museum. Many would have wondered, why is Penang War Museum haunted? Let me clear your doubt away. This museum is located at Batu Mawang, Penang, which contain all sorts of historical artifacts. There was a story behind it where this place used to be a British fort in the 1930s. Later then, the Japanese soldier took over the site and it was converted into a prisoners of war base. Prisoners were being terribly tortured to death by the soldiers, and now the soul is said to be roaming around the site. It has been years past, but based on the visitors, they still could hear the sound of armies marching and the prisoners were being tortured. Hearing this would let your body to shiver. So, I have just discussed about the creepy story of Penang War Museum. Fellow friends, I would like to move on to our fifth haunted place, that is Kelly's Castle. So, are you guys ready to hear another spooky story? Let's begin. This Kelly Castle is located at Batu Kaja, Perak. It is owned by Scotland William Kelly Smith. This castle was built for his wife, but before it could be complete, he had passed away from pneumonia. Right after his death, it was left abandoned for so many years and then was left swallowed by the surrounding jungle. It is also said that several Indian workers died of Spanish flu while the castle was being built. It is also then used by Japanese for torture and execution of prisoners. Now it became an attraction spot for visitors. It is also has been said that there were many paranormal sightings spotted. Can you digest that already? It's so scary, right? So, I have just discussed about the Kelly's Castle. Dears, let's move on to our sixth haunted place, that is Pulau Jerujak. Have you heard about sites that known for black magic practice or horrific deaths? Pulau Jerujak is also known as a haunted place due to that reason too. Pulau Jerujak is located on Penang Island where maltreatment and brutality were the order of the day. Many horrific deaths occurred within the walls of prison, which is very close to waters filled with sharks. The shark ate prisoners who tried to escape. Fishermen on the island claim that they see phantoms of restless prisoners who are seeking revenge. Visitors who stepped foot in this area has reported that they were surrounded in an uncomfortable aura. So, I have just discussed about another creepy story of Pulau Julija. My dear friends, today me and my partner has discussed 6 haunted places in Malaysia. She has discussed 3 haunted places, that is Karak Highway, Villa Nabila, Pudu Jail, and I had discussed another 3 haunted place, that is the Penang War Museum, Kelly's Castle and Pulau Julija. So, we would like to end our presentation by quoting Helen Keller, who said, "Life is a daring adventure or nothing at all." So, we must be courageous in facing all of that, so that we are able to overcome many more hardships and hurdles in life. With that, we end our presentation. Thank you for a wonderful audience. It has been a great honor and pleasure for us to be here today. Thank you.